Oh boy. Yep, that'll just about do it for the evening.
All right,
do we
good session, guys.
want to make a start then? Now and the end of all things.
Please.
Okay. So,
You do have some bandits to murder.
yeah. Well, so last week, I guess for the listening audience, the party had just survived a blizzard, a snowstorm that had nearly upended their cart, scattered them across in a low visibility blizzard, with which a lot of quick thinking and a lot of, I would say, maybe good decisions in the moment allowed you to survive, find each other again, and hunker down until the blizzard passed. However, it did delay your journey to Care. Am I going to say that right? I'm going to say Car or Care. Care, right? Care Konig. So you ended up having to sleep out for the night rather than make it to a town destination. So just off the road, you decided to grab some firewood, sit around and make camp. The dogs being all huddled around the sled, having a talk to and fro, and that was interrupted somewhat by a figure in the distance, a dark figure in the distance, moving towards the firelight. Eventually, the individual identified themselves as Samuel, and was looking to... Question mark? Yeah, it could be. Maybe he's lying. He was looking to relieve yourselves of a few items since you were transporting mead out of good mead.
Why would you think he's lying? He was so trustworthy.
He was so trustworthy.
Because hidden and death.
In any case, a fight broke out as you were not willing to relinquish the cargo that you've been carrying. And after a few crossbow bolts were traded back and forth, Samuel has approached Wodun with a... Is that a cutlass or is I think that's a...
Or are you just happy to see me?
A scimitar. Scimitar and dagger in hand. And he says, "It's always the big ones that fall first." As he goes to swing. I'm not going to lie, Wodun, you're in a tough spot. This guy has multi-attack.
Same.
I don't believe level 1 characters have multi-attack. Alright, so he's going to draw his scimitar out and broad, and we will slash.
No, he already swung at me, I think.
No, he was about to swing.
Oh, okay.
We ended the session when he was swinging.
Cliffhanger.
So he's moved 30 feet from where he was, and he goes to swing with his scimitar. Natural 1. Miss. That is huge. His scimitar is no joke. So he's going to...
I think it's a joke.
Well, next time we'll see if it hits, but he will now swing out. I'm going to change die there. Didn't help me very much. With his dagger. Natural 1.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You have gotten lucky, my friend, so his third dagger attack
What's the matter, you
will come
scared?
your way.
What if...
Yeah. That's probably better with a 20.
Hits.
Okay. It is fortunate, though. It's just the dagger.
It's fortunate. I thought you said fraudulent.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Wow, I'm so injured.
With a level 1 character, I believe you are.
I'm pretty injured. I'm going. Fuck.
However, due to the 2 natural ones, that's all he can do.
What a stupid. Oh, excuse me.
Are you okay over there, Horacio?
The question was I ever?
I don't know.
Could really use some cutting words right now.
Okay. Well,
Do you know vicious mockery?
No, actually.
Well, what kind of bard are you?
Who said I was a bard?
exactly.
The viola? Sorry.
Characters can have a viola and not be a
Sorry,
bard.
no, it's a retcon to violin.
I'll have you know,
Okay.
my background gives proficiency with an instrument.
Oh, well, there you go.
And an
Don't
instrument.
I feel like a fool?
You should.
Well, before this derails any further, from the... I'm just going to reveal this guy now. From the bush here to the south, can you see that?
Man in the
Revealed
bush.
on the map?
Yes.
Yep.
Is another bandit,
Brigand?
crossbow, brigand, shooting at... Who's that there? Svieta.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Whatever.
With his light
the
crossbow.
spell.
Okay, let's see. 9. I believe that goes wide.
Does.
Wide ball.
Okay. So he's going to start reloading his crossbow. As Carnelian, it's your turn.
Ah, excellent. Carnelian will pull out the bow for his viola,
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
and he will point at the bandit leader
Okay. So this guy just here,
and
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
He will say, Carnelian calls this one Lullaby for the Bandit and casts Sleep.
Damn.
Okay. Do you want to explain sleep for our listeners?
Sure do. Sleep has a 20-foot area of effect with a 90-foot range. Every creature of my choice is affected, and what I do is I roll 5d8,
Yeah.
and
It creates a pool of health, right?
yes, it
Yeah.
creates a pool
Yep.
of health. I subtract, starting from the least healthy to the most healthy, the hit points, and anybody whose hit points are exceeded by the pool passes unconscious.
Okay. Excellent spell. Good control.
7,
7.
13,
13.
17, 24, and that would be 28.
28.
HP worth of sleep.
I'm not going to lie. He has a big pool of health to draw from, and that is not enough to exceed his health pool.
Unfortunate.
Far out.
How much was that? 20.
28.
Well, we like something though.
Yeah,
At the
we
very
did.
least.
Yep. Okay, so he hasn't fallen asleep. What would you like to do? Any other actions?
Yes, Carnelian will pull the bow to his string and give bardic inspiration to. No, I think someone who's going to be acting next turn. So, Svieta, probably you.
Okay.
Pressure's on.
He will then, however.
Have we used this already before? I think we have. With
Yeah,
the,
on me.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the snowstorm. That's right.
But
Okay.
just as a reminder, I give a dice to someone as a bonus action. In this case, it is a d6. Within the next 10 minutes, they can add 1d6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and this can be done after they see the result of the row, but before the DM tells them what the if it's a pass or fail.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Pretty
Thank
good.
you.
I thought
And
for a
I-
second that the wolves were like the enemies. I
No.
was like, we're cooked.
So
we
the,
are cooked.
now, to bear in mind, the wolves are they're technically allies, I suppose, for you guys. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah. But
Especially-
they haven't acted.
Get 'em, Dogcliff.
I said at the top of the round, the first round, they're actually first to act, and they were just waiting to see what was going on. So, Carnelian, would you like to move as well? That was your bonus action in your action.
Yep, he will move up to engage
Okay.
the brigand.
Okay, so you're sort of fighting side by side with Wodun. All right. Now, what happens is everyone make a perception check.
Make a sketty check.
Just get a check.
Perception.
Perception.
12.
Also 12.
12.
13.
10.
10. Okay. So, you don't necessarily see this happen, but right behind the cart, suddenly a commotion as the sled dogs start barking and yipping, and from behind the cart, I'll just reveal it here, another brigand. He's got a
Friggin' hell.
He's got a scimitar in hand and he's reaching into the cart, but the dogs start yipping and stopping him before he can steal anything. And you hear him swear as he now starts to engage with the dogs. So that'll be his turn.
Oh, he's gonna get teared shred.
Which means at the end of the initiative order would be Wodun.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Sure,
you're right.
I wasn't
You're right
lost.
at the end. You rolled a 2? Question mark?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Does sound about right. What would you like to do, Wodun? You're face to face with this bandit.
I am going to, with Beefcliff in hand.
I feel like I can do anything.
With my bonus action, I'm going to place a hex on this man.
Okay.
And then
There you go.
Do you want to? What does the hex do?
puts a hex on them.
All right.
They take additional necrotic damage.
So if they get hit, they take additional damage.
Yes.
Excellent.
If they get hit by who?
By me. I don't know that. I'm just reading. Yes,
It's good that you're familiar with the character sheet
Yeah.
before coming to a session.
I'm prepared, guys.
It's
When I
exclusive.
hit it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit it with
you-
my beef cliff.
Before you quit it.
you
Okay, so
choose-
swinging with Beef Cliff now.
Sorry, do you choose an ability that it will be disadvantaged? I think you get to choose one ability check to give a disadvantage, that target disadvantage with. Is that right?
that
Disadvantage on ability checks with chosen ability. So let's say.
Yeah, so bear in
What's a
mind this
good
isn't
one?
attacks or anything like that. It's like
Yeah, it's a bit.
dexterity checks
yeah.
and stuff like that.
But
It's, look,
still-
the extra damage is what's nice on it.
I'll
Yeah.
say Constitution.
Okay.
Is that a good one?
Strength and Dex is usually the
All
best
right,
option.
let's
Well, they're the
go.
most likely to
Dex. He'll probably
He
be
does use
like.
daggers.
Yeah. I mean, let's go Dex.
Okay.
It's a
So
dex
if he
save.
needs to make a dexterity saving throw or a ability check that requires dex.
be. Is it saving?
Oh no, not
throws?
saving throws, it'll just be
Yeah, I
checks.
don't think it's
so
that
Yeah.
yeah, so it's things like acrobatics, things like
If it was saving
Sneaking.
throws, it'd be real good.
yeah, I think we made that mistake in
And
a
a
different
bonus action
session.
too.
Okay, so you're going to swing then, is that right, Wodun?
Yep.
Bonus action.
Go for it.
Dodge this,
That's a
you
17.
bastard.
17. That would hit. However, he parries your attack as a reaction. He has a special ability called Parry, which lets him add +2 to his AC for attack that would hit, and he will utilize that.
Sure.
So no clean hits on the captain yet.
All
Anything
right.
else you'd like to do?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. We move now to the top of the initiative order, and we have all of the sled dogs. So what I'm going to say is these two sled dogs that are side by side with this bandit up the top are going to attack him, just without, independent of your will.
Alone in the world was a little sled dog.
So because they have an ability called Pack Tactics, which allows them to roll with advantage when a ally is within 5 feet of their target. Which in this
Practice.
case, there's a dog on each side. So that's 4. Right. Pretty good. I believe that is a 16 to hit on this guy sneaking up, and 16 is well over his AC. So
Nice.
that is going to be.
Get him, Pooch.
Alright, so that's going to be 2d4. That's actually pretty nasty.
Hey, Callan.
Yeah.
Can I name one of the dogs, please?
We already have Dog Cliff, but if you form a relationship, I'll let you name another one.
Well, can I just yell at it, even if it doesn't respond to us?
Make a handle animal check. Alright, well, let's see what happens on your turn then.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
You get
3.
that dog, I believe in you.
So that is 5 points of
Whether it
damage.
wants to or not.
Am I on the right layer? Probably not. 5 points of damage, and the target must make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Hell yeah! This is one dog too.
Yeah, the dogs are pretty good.
He just put one.
He fails, so he's actually prone.
Wow.
Fantastic.
These dogs are lighting him up.
All right, so that means the second dog is going to also attack. Oh yeah, natural 19 is going to definitely hit him there. And that is another 2d4 plus 2.
Now, because he's
Ooh.
lying prone, sorry, Callan, that would mean that it would be an attack with advantage, wouldn't it?
They
Yes.
already
But
get advantage.
But yes, I'm
They
getting
do.
there.
That
But
is-
they
that's
already
correct.
have advantage, so you can't get double advantage.
Yes, correct. So anyone that's going to attack him from melee would get the advantage. Attacks at range, however, would be at disadvantage.
Correct.
Now this dog
Little
rolled
tip for
a
you there.
3 and a 4 on 2d4.
Oh no. I mean,
9
wait.
points,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
is
Yeah.
yeah. So
I thought you said D20.
So that is well enough to take that guy well below his hit points, and the two dogs just start ripping him. He's like, ah, 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 as he just gets
All in.
torn to shreds. You know how you predicted that he would be torn to shreds up there?
Yeah.
Turns out you're
Shreds,
right.
you
I
say.
tried warning him.
Okay. Now for the other dogs, most of them are going to stay still because they're sort of looking to you guys to see what you want to do. But I will say this: I've marked a special dog here to the south, and it is red, and he's got a special name
There he is.
called Dog Cliff.
I give Dogcliff inspiration.
And because Dog Cliff can see that
Just
his,
joking.
that,
He
his,
gives me inspiration.
that Wodun is in trouble, he will act
please.
and he will also attack the bandit captain.
Yeah.
Get him,
Yeah.
Dogcliff.
Now he
Shoot
gets
him, Dog
he
Cliff.
gets the same thing because you guys are within 5 feet. He considers you allies. He'll get advantage,
I can
Any
see him
dogs that are allies.
and that is a
Trigger my
20 to hit. And he's already, and the captain's already used his parry, so he won't be able to use another reaction this turn. That is max damage. Okay. That is 12 points of damage to the bandit.
Dogs are
Lucky dog.
fireman. That's only 2.
Feel like these bandits may have underestimated
Dog Cliff, yeah. You're right.
I don't know. This guy's still got a bit, so let's see.
Yeah, but we have 8 dogs.
Let's see.
One dog did 12.
Only 2 of them have actually started attacking, and only 1 is really actively engaged.
3. 2 dogs are enough to kill the first
Yeah, that one. So he's going to have to make a strength saving throw to see if he falls prone, which he does not. He easily makes that strength saving throw, so he's standing. But that's it. None of the other dogs are going to do anything, as there's no immediate threat to them, which means it moves to Svieta. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to move up next to Wodun. I have seen he's been severely hurt, but I need to help you in a more immediate sense, and I'm going to shift once more into my more bestial form.
Bonus action, yeah.
As a bonus action. So that gives me my 3 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And my wisdom
Yeah,
bonuses.
you're going to need all the hit points you can take.
And all
Yes.
the whiz.
Yep.
I mean, shillelagh.
I got
When
that
in
up as
doubt,
well.
shillelagh.
A good old shellacking.
She'll luck it out.
We can just rename that spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, I'll write into wizards and
Yeah.
ask him about it.
Listen, you need an Australian
Done.
version of
It's
Shillelagh.
already done.
And I'm going
worry.
to hit him with my shillelagh infused
Okay. So single swing, is that correct?
sword stuff. Can I hit him
No, I
multiple
don't think so.
times?
Single
I know,
swing,
it sounds
do
like
it.
a question. I thought I might just
Yeah.
ask.
Just
yeah.
narrating.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. That's a non-natural 20.
That'll be enough to hit. Yep. He, as I said, he's used his parry. So go ahead, damage.
Whoa!
It's on the floor.
There it goes.
I don't think that counts, but
It's a 6 on the die, so 9 magic damage.
9 magic damage. Okay.
Would you like a tray?
Oh, I would love a tray, thank you.
Alrighty then. So he's still standing, I'll say,
Oh,
and
look at
he
him.
looks pissed. Anything else you'd like to do before it moves from your turn?
Can I call out to the dogs to assist in any way?
All right. So you want to? So I'm going to say it's a handle animal check.
Yep.
And I will allow you to do this as a. You don't have any actions left though. No, you know what? I think you sort of need to have it as maybe a standard action,
Yeah, that's okay.
or I would allow it as a bonus action, but you've used yours this turn, so I'm going to say no.
It's all good.
But good idea
I'm
though.
gonna angrily hiss at this man
All right,
for hitting this beautiful Wodun.
beautiful Wodun man.
So beautiful.
Beautiful Wodun man.
All right. So
There you.
that means it is now one of the bandits' turns who's going to step closer onto the road. He's reloaded his crossbow, and at you, Svieta, he will try and hit you with a bolt.
Sure wish I had my shield.
This might not matter in this particular case, because I think he only rolled, yes, a 9. Which
Again?
should not be enough.
Fantastic.
All right, that's a
There it
miss.
is.
You guys have an opportunity here, because the more these guys miss, the better it is for
Oh,
you.
we kiss.
Horatio, your turn.
It's that kind of camping trip.
There's a bit of traffic there where you are.
There's a little bit of congest.
You can move freely through allies' squares, you just cannot end your turn in the same square as one.
Correct, yeah.
I think that's about it. And then I'm gonna.
All right, what was that?
No need for that. Could do that. But I could do that. Having said that, I could do that.
Such intrigue.
This is intriguing for a podcast audience that has to try and read your mind through.
Let
Through the
them
headphones.
try. I move behind Wodun
Okay.
and use my healing kit.
Oh,
Did you guess that one, listeners?
well, you know what? If we're talking about statistical past combats, yeah, they may have called
I
it.
wonder if we have any masters of pattern recognition.
Can you move?
There we go.
There you go. Okay,
I am.
cool.
I am. I'll reach into my robes.
I'm going to assume that your healer's kit is basically sort of like on a pouch on your belt or something similar, easy access.
Quick, he knows exactly where
Yeah.
it is. Right.
I'm okay with that. I mean, you're pretty. I would say you're pretty experienced, and having that ready is sort of your bread and butter. So I'm okay with that.
Thank you. So yeah, it comes out, and I use one charge of my healer's kit on Wodun.
All right, so get some healing in there.
All right.
Get your salve. Good thing you're refreshed on salve.
I felt bad pushing, but I felt that I needed more salve.
Salve.
1d6 plus 4 HP. Prepare your anus.
I mean, that's. I'm
Is
back
it
to max.
Plus
anyway.
the character
You're
level?
not at max.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
we've... Yeah.
Yeah, but with
Yes.
You took
D4
5 damage,
imagery
right?
rolls. Yeah, 5 damage.
So it's
a
minimum
dec-
damage will get him back to
I
full.
still want to overheal him because
Alright,
overheal.
I am a gifted bloody physician.
Too bad you can't get it to
Unlimited
10 hit
power.
points.
I'm
3.
a gifted physician, he says as he opens a bottle and pours it on.
Yeah.
It's not a bottle, it's not a magic potion. He's
No,
got
it's a-
Kind
I'm
of
a
just
gift
like
up a kit.
pats
No,
you.
no, I'm a gifted physician. He just takes his big scoop of this white
Yeah.
salve,
Rubs it all over his leg like
just like this.
just like a. I kind of sort of picture him as like almost like a physician, like a sports team medic, where you've got
He's
like
a
the
bum bag.
Yeah,
He runs out
he
in his
just runs
shorts
out.
and runners.
Gets like the hamstring, gets like rubs it in. He's like, "That's right, that's right."
And then he looks over his shoulder. He's like,
Yep, go on.
waves in
Stretcher.
the stretcher.
Oh my
But in
god!
the
Alright,
end, he was
you are
just a
healed,
proctologist.
my bro.
Would you like to continue any of your movement or use your bonus action?
Yeah, let's see. I think I've actually got some bonus actions with this character, which is nice.
Ooh. It's always fun to have bonus actions.
Nah, but not really. No.
Oh, okay, it's not fun to have bonus
So
actions.
overrated.
Bonus actions are a joke.
As a bonus action, you know what?
Hmm.
Would you allow me as a bonus action to try and encourage a dog to fight?
I think I did say that previously. So yes, if you would roll a handle animal check,
Yep.
what I will set the DC here. Okay, I think it's a pretty difficult check because you haven't been working with the dogs all day. So I will say it's a DC 15, and every 2 you get over to a certain limit, I'll allow an additional dog to be coaxed.
So 13, 15, 17.
I was going to say 15, 17, 19.
Each one would add an additional dog.
Yes.
Yeah, so 13's one dog.
15's one dog.
Oh, so you sorry,
One dog.
you said 15.
Starting
you
at
said
15.
Sorry, for some reason I
Yes.
thought 13. Okay.
I think that's fair. You haven't been working with the dogs.
Yep. Get it, boy. Come on here, bud. 12.
12. Unfortunately, 12 is not going to be enough to coax one of the dogs. They sort of look at you
Come on, boy.
and look
That's
back to the
unlucky.
Slayer and the other pack, and they're just not convinced.
That ain't my dog.
They'll never replace
your dog.
Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey. That's no... See, Jeffrey would have come.
Look, if it was Jeffrey, way lower check. Way lower check.
Well, I would argue a way higher check because he's dead.
Well,
Different
depends-
kind of check.
different
Bad
kind of
attack
check,
tactics.
yes.
he does.
There's got to be some arcane rules in there.
I
Okay,
just press F to pay respects to Jeff, if that's all right.
Few Fs in
that's a
chat.
free action, so
Thanks.
that's okay.
Thank you. That'll end my turn after pressing F.
Okay, you don't want to move anywhere. You can, as for if some people are familiar with tabletop, D&D allows you to continue your movement in between attacks.
Yeah, movement's treated like a resource that you can spend
Correct.
throughout your turn.
Absolutely. So you can continue your movement, but you could be where you want to be.
Tactics. You know what? I'm going to just move up, just in here. You know, they wouldn't come to me. but
Nestle, you're going to go to the dogs
I'll
instead?
come to them.
Okay. No worries.
You know Jeffrey, but you'll do.
That means it's going to be the bandit captain's turn, and he is now sort of semi-surrounded. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to roll a d4 for each attack to see who he attacks, and we're going to include Dogcliff on this one.
No!
So we're going to
Leave
go.
him out of
We're going to
this.
go Dogcliff 1, Carnelian 2, Wodun 3, Svieta 4.
It's gonna be 3.
It's going to be Dogcliff.
No.
No!
So, because look, Dogcliff was the one that actually landed the hit, so he's pissed. He turns around and takes a swipe with his scimitar at Dogcliff. That is a 15, which I believe, yes, it is enough to beat
Come on,
his
Dogcliff.
armor. Doesn't have a lot of hit points. Let's see how this goes.
But he's got a lot of heart.
He's got a lot of heart, yeah. Not a lot of hit points, a lot of heart. Okay. So that is 6 points to Dogcliff, who is still standing, I'll say. But that is a big blow to Dogcliff. Alright, second attack. I'm going to roll again. 4. That's Svieta. So, after swiping Dogcliff with his scimitar, his knife in his other hand just sort of just flicks offhand and tries to get you on the way through. I don't think a 10 is enough to beat your AC. And so we're going to find out who the final target of the attack is. Again, it's Svieta. So he's just flashing that knife at you.
It's because I'm a cat.
Yeah.
He just hates
Yeah, that
animals.
sounds alright.
Okay,
He
I
hates
think this may have got you.
Rude.
Let me just double check here. That is 18 to hit.
That certainly does.
Certainly does. Okay. And that will be 6 points of piercing damage.
Goodbye, temporary hit points.
At least you had them.
Was I supposed to have them then?
No.
Is that
Can I have
because you?
something
No.
Can I use your temporary hit
Is
points?
that because you went to cat form? You got more. How many bonus did you get?
Cool.
I got 3 temporary hit points.
Mhm.
Okay.
Don't believe anything happens when they go there.
No, you still can retain your form, you just lose the temporary hit points.
Are you able to recover them once you've lost them once?
Not via healing. I don't. Well, actually, no. That's a really good question. I actually
No.
So no,
No.
yeah. Once temporary hit points are gone, they only get replaced by things that give you temporary hit points. The only way that she would then get to replace them is if she rested for an hour and then did the beast transformation.
It's like a shield almost.
Yeah. Good way to look at it. It is very much use 'em or lose 'em as well. Okay, he's pretty happy in the melee that he's in. So you see him just grinning from ear to ear as he, slashes out and stabs Svieta, and he seems to be in his element. The other bandit here to the south is reloaded his crossbow. Doesn't seem to want to be getting close to the melee. He's going to keep on firing at either Svieta or Wodun. No, 1-2 Svieta, 3-4 Wodun. 3-4. It's going to be Wodun. 6 is not going to hit Wodun. These guys are terrible.
One ball.
Hey.
It's only the main guy that's been landing some hits on you guys. So that means
Too nimble.
he's going to start reloading again. And Carnelian, it's your turn.
Carnelian will apply some bardic inspiration, but this time to...
So it can be applied multiple times.
Yeah, I think you've still got it
Because
applied to someone.
I still have it applied to
sorry.
myself.
That is a good point.
I believe it's only once, and it's like a 10-minute one at a time.
No, it's gains an inspiration die for 10 minutes, so I can have both of mine out.
And it's not a concentration or anything
No.
like that? Okay.
You can have 2 on the go.
I
So-
did not realise that.
Wodun? Yes, Wodun. Have
Right.
yourself some inspiration from a snippet of Carnelian's music.
So you're playing music to give this inspiration.
Well, I mean, I believe you.
Well, you can do it in any way with inspiration.
They have to hear,
Yeah.
but
There's multiple ways which you could flavour that. I mean, a lot of times for that type of character, for bards, you would do it with music or performance, but you could do it through instruction, you could vocalise what you're saying.
I feel like the flavour of it is it's supposed to be
Like encourage.
the same thing as your performance.
Yeah.
Would you consider yodeling?
Is yodeling a
Please
performance?
say yes, please say
Yeah.
yes, please say
Then yes.
Yes!
Is yodeling a reason for the DM to kill your character creation? Who can say? Who can say? In any case, Carnelian, is that a bonus action?
That is a bonus action.
All right.
Carnelian would like to then stow his violin
Okay, so interact action to put the violin away.
and then go in for a stab.
So you wouldn't have had a weapon out if you had your violin out, right?
This is true.
And you get one interact action for
So-
free per
Yeah,
turn.
with the bow.
Yeah.
Right in the eye with the bow.
Smash the violin.
Well, do
I feel like
WWE
I
style.
might damage the bow.
Yeah, it's not exactly used as a weapon in a lot of circles.
Well, Carnelian will then
You could
go.
drop your bow.
No.
Okay.
Carnelian refuses.
Okay.
Carnelian will point the bow at one of the other bandits
Sure.
and see if his sleep spell is more effective
Okay.
over there.
Which one would I target?
The one who is down off the beaten path.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I'll actually just pop a colour on them so it's easier, so I'll just go red and blue.
Did that one just move?
The blue one did just
The
move.
blue one had moved last round.
No,
so
but
he's
he
closer.
moved a bit, like
Did he?
just that. Yeah.
Was he there?
One more back.
Okay.
Yeah. But
God, this
the
DM.
red one.
Red one. Okay, so you want to roll me some D...
Sure
is
do. So 3,
Roll me some dates.
8,
Mhm.
10, 16, 21.
Okay,
Nice.
that is enough to put him to sleep. Is there any save associated with that?
There
Or just
is
goes to
no
sleep?
save associated with the sleep spell.
Great. Okay,
Pretty
so
good.
I'll throw a little marker on him, and he is asleep.
he is unconscious for 10 rounds,
He's right on that cliff.
or someone can spend an action to wake him, or if he takes damage.
Correct. Okay.
Or shoves him
Good
off the
crowd
edge.
control. Good crowd control spell. Okay, so he's asleep.
There is an action called shove, isn't there?
There is.
Yes, there is.
It involves making an opposed athletics check.
Can you oppose an athletics check when you're asleep?
No. He automatically fails all athletics, all dexterity and strength-based saving throws and ability checks while he is unconscious.
The answer is no, you cannot. Okay, anything else you'd like to do, Carnelian?
He's become a vegetable.
Flip off the brigand.
Okay, that is a free action.
Nice touch.
Okay, that means we're going to move to another bandit's turn, but that bandit is dead, so I'm going to remove him from my initiative tracker,
Joke's on
and
him.
we get to...
He moved again. No, he didn't.
Listen,
I'm tripping.
listen. I said no drugs before the recording session,
I failed.
but it is your turn, Wodun. You're at the end of round 2.
What about ginseng?
It's a drug, right?
I am just furious that he attacked Dogcliff.
He did.
So I'm going to grab Beefcliff with 2 hands now.
Now, just also point out his reaction will be back this turn,
Yep.
so he would have parry available to him.
But you
But
do have
you
inspiration.
have inspiration.
now.
So, let's see how you go then. Are you gonna?
So parry just adds, makes his DC higher.
It can
Just
for a
adds
single
2.
attack he can parry and add +2 to his AC, but it consumes a reaction for him.
Okay.
For those listening, a reaction is one thing you can use per round.
Usually, it's a specific thing, like
Yeah.
attacking someone that's moving away from
You
the
get
threatened
one reaction,
squares.
yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to happen on your turn either.
correct. So reactions are just sort of, if your spell is a reaction, you can just use it in triggering to whatever that thing is.
Woo!
Okay,
22 to hit.
22 to hit.
Parry this
He
bastard!
doesn't have enough to parry that.
Parry
That is a
this,
hit
you
that'll go
filthy
through.
casual.
Thank you.
Didn't even use my inspiration.
He lasts for 10 minutes.
Yep.
No, he just Wodun raged. Dogcliff raged.
Yeah, Dogcliff took a hit.
That is 11 points of damage.
Ooh, big
Plus-
damage.
Oh, hang on, I got more.
Oh,
Oh, the
Plus
necrotic.
1
ooh,
necrotic
that
damage.
little
12.
necrotic.
Can I ask
Okay.
a question, Wodun?
Yes.
When you put 2 hands on your weapon, is that because your weapon is versatile?
It is versatile. It's a versatile weapon. Beefcliff is a hammer of many things.
So for the audience,
Primarily, it is a hammer of war.
so for the audience, there, a versatile weapon basically means you can wield it one-handed or two-handed. Wielding it one hand will be a 1d8 damage, and wielding it two-hand will be 1d10. But it doesn't allow you to use things like shields if you're wielding two-handed. So there's a trade-off. Okay, anything else you'd like to do, Wodun? Then
I don't think I can do anything else.
okay, just
Nope.
standing and whacking.
Standing and whacking.
Whacking his Beefcliff.
It's just a typical Saturday, really.
It's the
I'll just
it's
look
the,
over at Dogcliff and I'll just give him a little smile.
Aww, it's so
He's doing
cute.
so well.
It's so cute. Well, let's see who gets hit. So now it's the wolves' turn. They're going to still be range static. They don't have any direct battle in front of them, although Dogcliff does. So Dogcliff will bite out at the captain who did swing at him.
I'm good.
So because of the advantage pack tactics, a natural 19 will be enough to hit him.
Hit him.
2d4 plus, I think it was +3. Let me just double check that.
Is this
No, +2. This is Dogcliff.
Dogcliff, sorry. Wolfcliff.
Sounds kinda cool,
Minimum
that
and
too.
maximum, so 5, 6, 7 points of damage. And the bandit will now need to make a strength saving throw.
What a team.
Ooh, he might have failed that.
Oh no, here we
It
go.
was a DC 11, so it's not a particularly tough check. But his strength is only +2. That's not going to be enough. So he is now prone.
Nice, Dogcliff.
Good boy.
Get him while he's down.
So now any melee
Stab
attacks
him.
will be advantage on him. And he will have to stand up before he can really do anything, which costs about half his movement.
I mean, exactly half his
Exactly
movement.
half his movement.
There you go.
But doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity like old D&D does. But,
Can't parry down there either.
there's nothing
No.
saying that he couldn't.
But he shouldn't.
There's nothing saying that he can't.
But he gets disadvantage on, dex saving throws as well.
There's a few things that happens. So,
Doesn't he
Svieta.
just instantly die on the ground?
No,
Like,
just-
it's pretty cold.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the players will try to do at all times. Didn't we level up because of that? Shouldn't they just die when they're on the ground?
No, what are you talking about? We're going to ask that question when the recording's over.
Yeah.
No, players will do it at all opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Svieta, it is your turn.
Yeah, but we're being recorded here. We want to look good.
No, players don't care about that.
Oh, you guys haven't leveled yet?
Oh.
I'm on
What?
3.
Oh, shit.
I just did
Well,
12
No,
damage.
you're supposed to be on level 4.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't
well,
forget.
living up
Please
now.
stop trying to confuse
thanks for
people.
the heads up. I will
Stop,
go ahead and
stop trying to
my
confuse
sheet.
people and let's go. You guys are still level 1.
It's attacking with advantage.
Attacking with advantage. He is on the ground.
Alrighty.
Get him.
I'm also absolutely furious. More so that he hurt Dog Clip.
Dog clip. What kind of man would hit a dog?
I'm so just a
What a
livid.
bastard.
I should have this up. I'm so sorry. 19.
19.
That's not bad.
Nice.
And that will beat his. Yeah, no, he doesn't attempt to parry that. That's gonna beat it anyway. So that's a hit.
And that is 8 damage.
8 damage.
Eight
Ooh.
magical
Nice.
damage.
He is
Yeah.
not looking happy.
Nice.
He's still up, but he's not looking happy.
Is you looking sad?
He's looking quite sad.
Good.
Good.
Anything else you'd like to do, Svieta?
I should put a bonfire on him.
Nice.
While he's knocked down.
I can't at the moment, so
Put some kindling on his chest.
just sprinkle it down.
Words you don't exactly expect to hear outside of
has
the
a
context of a magical
bruise
caster.
Drop some sticks on top of him and just...
Just douse him in
You got the
gasoline.
prestidigitation.
She has a proven track record of igniting people, so.
It's true. Just douse him in gasoline and light him on fire. That's how bonfires work, right? Sveta, what would you like? Anything like to do? With
There's actually I might just move
bonus? Okay.
to the other side towards Dog Cliff.
Okay.
That'll be the end of my action.
It is the bandit there to the south, Blue Bandit's turn. He's going to take a pot shot at you, Sveta.
I just moved.
You just moved and you're in his range.
Rude.
Rude.
The vision's based on
Isn't he
movement.
isn't he the asleep one?
No, that's
No, the red one.
The red one.
The one
Oh,
but it's-
conspicuously over by a cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
But with a natural 2, he's not going to hit you.
Light
Sveta has
bulb.
been
Wow.
so
Light bulb.
lucky with all
This,
these bolts.
This is like
this bandit really needed to hire better help.
this
Yeah.
is like Steve Harmison, the opening of the I think it was 2005 Ashes. He bowled a wide ball that was so wide it barely even hit the pitch. And third slip took it.
I wonder how many people get all those cricket references.
About 0.2% of people, not just our audience.
Yes,
people.
but those 0.2, we've got them for
Got 'em.
life.
they'll be like, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, they have.
I wonder what the overlap between people who like cricket and people who
play
like D&D.
Yeah,
I am literally the one person.
that's 0.25% of people. That's Tim. Okay, Horatio, it's your turn though.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little Steve Harmison myself. I here's hoping I don't pull a Steve Harmison.
Okay.
It's going to be player of the match, Anthony Koutapidis.
Kudos. Oh God.
Anthony Koutapidis.
Koutapidis.
Koutapidis. That's
his
an
name.
NFL player, isn't
That
it?
It
an
is,
AFL
yeah.
player.
I just
So I'm
like-
getting those sports fans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's,
all
that's
all those
0.5
AFL
now.
D&D
We've doubled
sports
it.
fans.
We've doubled our
Go sports.
listenership.
Go ahead. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
So that
Yay,
guy,
sports team.
I'm going to look over at Steve Harmison and say, and call out. Well, I don't want to. Yeah. Well,
Okay. I don't know who you're referring to there. So
the one who
it's
keeps bowling wide.
so the blue, this one
No, the
here.
red one.
Yeah.
He's asleep.
The red
Blue.
one's asleep.
The blue one keeps missing.
Blue one. I
Oh.
mean, they all keep missing. But
I'm
I thought
sorry.
the blue one was asleep.
no, red
They're
one's
all
asleep.
bad.
They're all bad. He's about 35 feet away from you.
Oh
so
no,
that-
but there's a bit of traffic there.
There is. But if you've got, depending on what you're trying to do.
Actually, yeah, that's right. I almost forgot who I am for there for a moment.
Horatio.
I cast fireball.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I didn't know we were level
Sorry,
I
5.
would have ended this
Forgot
encounter
myself.
really early.
I'm gonna look over to Steve Harmison, the one who keeps bowling wides,
Oh my god.
and I'm gonna say,
Alienating people
I'm gonna
further.
say, "Hey you! You're swinging like the '60s. Let me send you back to your disco."
Oh, just imagine this.
Can we cut that out and do that again?
And then I cast Toll the Dead on him.
Oh, just. this fantasy setting in the dead of winter in the very north of land. And he is swinging like the 60s. What does that mean?
Necrotic disco ball hits him in the head.
So I believe that is some form of saving throw, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Dexterity by any chance?
No.
Oh.
No, it's a whiz.
Your hex was on the captain anyway.
Oh, man.
Natural 2 is not going to be enough, so that will be
Hell
damage.
yeah.
He has not been damaged yet, so
No.
it'll be...
So for those listening, Toll the Dead does more damage if they've already been hurt.
So this bell is like a bell that rings out as your spell, right?
Yep.
No, I thought we
Mine's a giant disco.
thought we said it was a disco ball.
No.
Yes.
Anyway, so it's a D8 because he hasn't. But if he has taken damage, it becomes a D12.
D12, yeah.
It's pretty good.
D12.
Oh,
Disco.
man. 3. 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
1 point of psychic because of the insult.
Just 1 point of
Yeah,
it.
do you have vicious mockery? Are you a bard?
Are you a bard?
No, but I just do it naturally.
Okay.
He's just sassy.
So,
That was his minor at college. Like.
Oh yeah.
so I'm going to move her on here. It's now the Samuel's turn, who has been prone. He's been beaten with sticks, chewed at by dogs. He's going to stand up, and he's now all bloodied and bruised, but he's still smiling ear to ear. So we've still got 4 targets around him. Now I'm going to roll a d4, starting at Svieta, going to Dogcliff, going to Carnelian, going to Wodun. First one is going to be the scimitar at Svieta.
Huh.
Great.
You'll be right. You'll be right.
I hope so.
guy's crap.
I got
21,
mad heals.
21 to hit?
Damn it.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Alright.
got mad heals.
I think. Hang on. Let me just put
Oh,
my
you've been
glasses on.
stabbed to death.
That's
heals.
you may want to listen up. That's near max damage. 9 points of damage.
Oh,
I am unconscious.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Sveta is now unconscious.
oh, she might be dead.
Can we
I'm
get the
gonna
doctor
put-
in over here?
Yeah.
He's just grinning from ear to ear now. He knows he's just knocked you down. And he turns around, he's like, he just looks at Wodun, he's just like, yeah, now it's for you, big boy.
Oh,
Jesus.
did Wodun get aroused?
I wish you didn't actually look at me when you said that.
Right in the eyes.
He never looks at me like that.
Yeah, well, if I looked at you like this, it'd probably be problematic.
No, maybe.
First one with a dagger. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Wow.
When did he suddenly get...
I mean, he has been hitting. It's the other guys that haven't been. That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Once again with a dagger. 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
7 points of damage.
All right.
How are you doing over there?
I'm also unconscious.
Oh, dear.
So, in one round, he managed to take Svieta down, managed to take Wodun down, and that's why he's smiling.
Okay.
Now he fixes his gaze on Carnelian. It is now, though, the Red Bender's turn, who is sound asleep. Is that a concentration spell, sleep?
It is not.
It is not.
Nope.
Ooh. So he just sleeps his turn away. It's like 10 minutes or something similar. Or 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
10 rounds, so a minute.
Actually, wait. Hold on. I'll just double check that for you.
Long enough to not really matter for the purposes of this
No,
combat.
it's long enough that most combats are over. 1 minute, so
10
10
rounds.
rounds.
Okay, that means, Carnelian, it's your turn. You've got both of your friends down next to you.
Yeah, but there's a medic man over there.
There is a medic man.
Carnelian doesn't really have the
I'm the medic man.
the means
The
to
medic man.
give them, I lost
Healing?
my train of thought.
Okay.
Carnelian will draw his rapier
Okay?
and go for the stab. For those of you who have never played D&D before, kobolds also have pack tactics.
They do, and I would
and-
consider
He's a
Mr.
little dog boy.
Dogcliff to be an ally.
Yes, I would as well. What with him attacking the same person I'm about to be.
Okay? So you can roll advantage.
That is a 20?
20.
Is it plus?
Are you sure?
Yes.
20 is enough.
No, sorry, 19. I I hope it's still enough, though. Sorry.
It is still enough, but yes, I do need to specifically know. That is enough to get through, to sneak through. Damage?
Damage will be 7.
7 points of damage.
Nice.
He's bloodied, but he's still up.
Carnelian will Carnelian will see the man looking down at him,
Yep.
pull out his scimitar, and stab him in the shin.
Oh, so you pulled out your rapier.
Oh no, sorry. Scimitar was a mistake. I meant rapier. So
No, you said rapier.
So you've got your rapier out.
He's got
already.
his rapier out.
Yep.
Sorry,
Okay.
he put his bow. He put
Yes.
his violin away last turn,
Yep.
and he has his bow in one hand and the rapier in the other.
Okay, yeah. So you've given him a good stabbing. That takes him down pretty low, but he's still up.
Carnelian has no bonus actions because I can only use Bardic Inspiration twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
But Carnelian will stay there to continue providing pack tactics to the ever wonderful Dog Cliff.
Dogcliff. That means, Wodun, it's your turn. You're unconscious. I'd like you to give me a death saving throw. So, since we can move into this, when a character goes unconscious in combat due to damage...
So how do they become unconscious, sorry?
So you become unconscious when your hit points equals 0.
When you get down to 0. Yep.
Yeah. In this particular... Or you exceed 0. Now, you can be killed outright by some massive damage rules, but the damage would have to equal your maximum hit points again to kill you outright. Which usually only happens on crits or particularly nasty...
Or at low levels.
Typically,
Low levels
you're
are-
fighting something you shouldn't be.
Usually.
Killed by massive damage.
In any case, when you hit 0 hit points, you're unconscious, and you have to make death saving throws. Death saving throws are not affected by any skills or abilities. They are just a d20 roll, and if you roll a 11 or better, you succeed. If you roll under that, you fail. You have 3 successes or 3 failures to either stabilize or die outright, and a critical fail of a natural 1 adds 2
fails.
to that fails. A critical success instantly stabilizes you and gives you 1 hit point, which means that you're even not unconscious. If you stabilize at 0 hit points, as you make 3 death saving throws, you're at 0 hit points, but you're not dying anymore, so you're stable.
Here's a question. Because my Bardic Inspiration can be used on saving throws, does that include death saving throws?
That's a good question.
It's an excellent question.
Shall we consult the internet?
We probably should for this one because we're talking about life or death
I mean,
of
it
a
doesn't
character
matter
here.
because that was a 15.
Okay,
But I'm just asking for next one.
I will get you to probably take a look at that while we continue it on. So 15 is a success. So you get 1 mark towards your success track on your death saving throws. You need 2 more. Okay, moving on. We've got the dogs, and I will say that Dogcliff is pretty upset. He's going to also attack with pack tactics on the bandit.
Get him, dog. Cliff.
Easily a hit. That advantage is working wonders. So that is going to be 2d4.
Just in case you're interested, Jeremy Crawford has confirmed that death saving throw is indeed a saving throw. All saves are affected by a thing. Death saves are affected. So
Okay.
There you go.
I'm
you
okay
may
with that.
use, so as long as you have Bardic Inspiration from before you were knocked down,
You may use
you may
Bardic
use
Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration on
Yep.
your death saving throws.
That's
Cool.
okay with me. Okay, Dogcliff hits with a 9 points of damage, taking him real low. And now we've got a strength save to see if he's even still standing.
That's a dangerous dog.
That is enough, so he's still standing though. So, moving on then. Svieta, it's your turn. You're also unconscious. Give me a death saving throw.
I'm deciding what dice.
Okay, which dice will decide
Remember,
your fate?
you can choose to add the d6 after you've seen the...
Oh yeah, you both have inspiration.
Yeah. Choose my new dice. I will.
Add your inspiration.
Yeah, I got a 6 on my d20. So
Okay.
I'm hoping.
So you need to roll a
5 or a 6.
5?
Cover a 6.
5 or
No,
6.
4. 10 is enough.
No, 1 to 10
I
to
think it's
fail.
11.
Oh no, is it 1 to death? Okay, yeah.
11
sorry.
to 20.
5 or 6.
11. Yes, you need a 5 or 6 and you die.
Space. Yes!
Okay.
What was it?
She's done it!
What was it?
5 on the dice.
5 on the dice.
Hey.
Okay, so that's 1 success. Woo! It's getting a bit close at the moment.
That was tight.
Thank
Okay.
you, bud. Oh, sorry, Carnelian. I'm not sure if you're a bard or not.
I think you can pretty safely assume my class
I-
after I used that ability.
Yes.
I
Bardic-
assumed in
Bardic
episode 3 where you use Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration is probably a pretty good one. Okay, we're going to move on to the blue bandit's turn. He's looking at the situation, sees all of you all, and he's going to decide to go and just runs towards his friend.
He needs to use an
He
action.
does, so he's going to double move there, and he can't do anything else this round.
Could you explain the concept of double move?
Yes, so everyone gets in the action economy of D&D, they get a action, they get a bonus action, and they get a movement action, as well as a free interact action as well. Moving, so you can move as part of your movement action, and you can choose to move again as your action. So your normal action is replaced by a second movement, allowing you to move up to double your speed, essentially.
Yeah, so for example, if you had 30 feet of movement, you could move that. Then you could use your action to move another 30 feet.
Correct. In this case, he's going to use it to get to his friend who's a little bit further than 30 feet away. And that is correct. So that consumes your action then. So you can no longer use things that require an action at that point. He could still use bonus actions. He still could use interact actions. But because the spell was specific and said needed an action, that means that he cannot rouse him this round.
He's unrousable.
Unrousable. Okay. It is now the bandit captain's turn.
Have
And
I
he
had
is
a go
just...
for a while?
Huh?
Have I had a go for a while? Wasn't I after Svieta?
You did your disco ball.
That was
When
the
was
last
that?
round.
Actually...
I'm pretty sure.
No, sorry, it
I
is your
had
turn
those
now.
skills.
It is your turn now.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
I thought it was coming.
In between bandits, yes, you're correct. So it is your turn now.
All right. Horatio, seeing this unfold in front of him, he's not phased at all. He has a lot of training and people getting close to the jaws of death.
And you can see it too. Being a trained professional, you know they're in a bad shape.
So he knows to get to work. So he, as a bonus action, casts... where is it?
Healing word?
That will be it, yeah.
The first
Where'd
level
it go?
spell. Did you not prepare it this morning?
There it is.
Oh.
So as a bonus action, I'll use Healing Word on Svieta. Now, here's the cool thing.
Okay.
So it's a range of 60 feet. It's 1d4 plus 3, right? But I have a little thing.
He's got a thing for this.
Here's the rub.
Mr. White.
Yeah, Master Wayne. This is because of a certain trait that I possess, a feature, if you will. I restore maximum possible HP on each dice with healing spells to a creature with 0 HP.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
So I'm going to cast Healing Word
And
on
just maximize
Svieta,
it. Okay.
and that it would normally be.
So I just want to confirm you're wanting to cast Healing Word on Svieta, specifically.
Yeah, because I can't reach.
You've got 2 people unconscious. Wodun is
Yep,
also
Svieta.
unconscious.
Yep, Svieta.
Okay.
As a bonus action. It's normally 1d4 plus 3, so that'll just be 7 points of healing.
Okay. And you're back conscious again.
That's another thing worth mentioning too. Like when a player receives healing
Magical healing, yeah.
healing from being unconscious, they
Or
get
no,
back
just
to their
healing,
feet.
yeah. Any healing, sorry, you're correct. Any healing, they're able to get back to their feet. So Svieta will be prone, but she won't be
She's
dying anymore.
conscious, yeah.
I am genuinely impressed. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, no problem. And then I'll move to Wodun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I was
I was trying to be very specific. I didn't.
There's that moment of. That's fine.
I
That's fine. I can
thought he
use a
might
spell.
do this, and I thought it was best for me to not to mention.
It's
I'm gonna let someone play their character.
play their. That was a genuine mistake.
You can reverse
So
Can you not still use just the healing kit as is without the healer feat?
You can, yes, but so it'll only be a stabilize, not healing.
Yeah.
there's no healing applied. That's fine. I'll just use Cure Wounds instead.
No, you cannot.
I can't cast another spell.
Not anything over a cantrip. So if you use a higher level spell as your bonus action, you can only use a cantrip for your action, and it also works vice versa.
This is really going to shit very quickly, isn't it?
No, you can double cast cantrips.
You can double cast cantrips because they're both cantrips, but
You
if you
can.
cast a level 1 spell as an action, cantrips only for bonus action,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Can he reverse his decision?
I would like to point out that I was being very kind by
alright.
specifically asking, so I will say no.
Alright, well, I won't move. And then I'll just cast Healing Word again on Wodun.
Again, so Healing Word's another level 1 spell.
Oh, you can't, can you?
So you
It has to
can't
be
do 2 level 1
cantrip.
spells. Yeah, so it'd have to be a cantrip at this
That's
point.
right,
or
I'll
another
cast
action.
Spare the Dying.
Okay, yep, that's a cantrip. And do you have to touch a person for cantrip?
Not because of my Circle of Mortality. I can cast it at a range of 30 feet.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
That will instantly stabilize Wodun then. So he no longer is in danger of death, but he's still unconscious.
Never was.
Okay.
The confidence.
Anything else you would like to do? I mean, the bandit captain could just hit you 3 times now.
Do I have 1 health point now?
No, you're
I'm
at
just
0.
stable. Okay.
Yeah, because of Spare the Dying will give you just the... Unless there's something special from your Circle of Mortality, I believe it'll just stabilize you.
I think for that, it's just we'll double check. But
They very specifically do not want cantrips to be able to restore HP.
I think there might be a later feature that it does actually happen, but only if they're unconscious, obviously. But in any case, that's okay. I'll let you read through that. It is now the bandit captain's turn. And I would say you've kind of put Svieta in a kind of bad position because she is conscious, but prone.
Are you suggesting that by restoring her, I've put her in a bad position?
Well, she becomes a valid target again. So,
I should just let you die. I'm sorry.
Apparently.
however, you gave her 7 hit points, so that's pretty good. So, I will say then that there is a D3. It'll be between 3 people: Svieta, Dogcliff, and Carnelian.
It just means Dogcliff's less likely to die, so I'm glad you did that.
Okay. Sacrifice Svieta for Dogcliff, of course.
Yep.
So 1, 2 for Svieta, 3, 4 for Dogcliff, 5, 6 for Carnelian. For this 1, so Svieta, he's going to have advantage
Thank
on
God.
his. He's going to have advantage on his scimitar. That's mean.
Sorry, Jen, I don't mean it.
Go cry.
I just really love my Dogcliff.
That is 21 to hit. I think that's going to be enough.
Really?
You sure?
He's going to
You
roll a
think
1.
it through?
He's going to roll a 1.
I think that's 8 points of
sucks.
damage. 8 points of slashing damage. You are unconscious again.
Yeah, I don't need that reminder. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
If he decided to attack you, though, with that, you would be dead, right?
That is, well,
No. So
would
if you
need-
attack
yeah.
a creature who is making death saving throws, they instantly fail a death saving throw.
and
So if you attack a creature
They
who is
don't receive damage.
well, they also
Per se?
no, they don't. They can. So you can, if you do enough damage to be their entire total hit point total, they'll die instantly. I believe also any creature that is unconscious is helpless, and they get auto crit, which means if you hit them, they crit, and it's 2 death saving throws, they fail immediately. Take a look at it because I'm pretty sure it's come up before. In any case, that does save. It does save because if Svet had failed a saving throw and been hit then for 2 points, then that's outright death.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, you still save Sveta's life either way. But now that she's unconscious, he's now going to switch targets either between Carnelian or Dogcliff with a knife. That's first one at Dogcliff. $19 on the die. That's going to easily hit Dogcliff. Minimum roll, 4 points, which is barely enough, because if he had rolled any more damage, Dogcliff would be dead.
Oh, thank God.
Dogcliff is on 1 hit point. So, the question is he going to swing for Dogcliff now or Carnelian?
So I believe you're confusing unconscious with paralyzed.
I believe they're the same, but we'll get into it a bit later.
Yeah, when he decides to beat on our corpses.
Yeah, well, I haven't decided to beat on your corpses. If I was going to decide to beat on your corpses, potentially I would
He's
have
a
to
bit
look that
busy,
up.
yeah. Get back to him.
Now it's going to be a Carnelian
Actually,
instead,
where are the
not
dogs?
Dogcliff.
Yep.
The dogs are hanging
Have
around.
they had their goes?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're at the start.
they're not threatened except for Dogcliff. Dogcliff is in the fight, but
Clearly we need to establish a stronger relationship.
I was mushing them for 8 hours.
you didn't do anything though to try and get them in the fight.
I checked their booties.
You did, but that's a 20 to hit Carnelian.
That is more than enough to hit.
More than enough to hit.
Funnily enough.
Another, again, minimum roll, 4 points of piercing damage.
Sucker.
Okay.
Carnelian will vocalize the haha you suck as his reaction.
Okay. Blood just spitting. Both of you just bleeding profusely.
Bleeding profusely? I don't know about profusely.
I think you're less than half your hit points, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Carnelian is not under half his hit points.
Okay, that's pretty good then. I'm going to tell you the bandit captain definitely is.
I hope so.
It is now the sleeping bandit's turn, so we're going to skip his turn. And Carnelian, it is your turn.
Hello. Carnelian has advantage to stab people.
Okay.
Carnelian
Roll to hit.
Kill him.
Is that how you greet people?
I'm going to say, it's real bad, because if he knocks you guys out,
I feel like a 19 on the die will
19
do it.
on the die will do it.
Come on, dog boy.
How is 5 points of damage?
5 points of damage. Describe how you kill.
Hell yeah. got
Carnelian
him.
will like go for a feint, and when his eyes are like drawn towards the tip of his blade, he will then stab upwards.
Excellent. And Samuel is no more. He is dead. Falls in a bloody puddle. Still smiling ear to ear.
He was a Fruit Loop to the end.
It was a Fruit Loop right to the end.
I won't
Well
bury
done.
you.
I believe this is now the second time Carnelian has finished off.
There's still a
There's still a
combatant.
couple. There are still a couple combatants in the area, but that is a big one. I'm going to let you guys know. We're going to move now. Do you have any bonus actions or movement you'd like to do?
Carnelian will move, but he does not have bonus actions available. He will, however... move all the way down. Actually... Yes, no, he will. He will move down and threaten the man with the crossbow.
Okay. That means it is Wodun's turn. Wodun, you are stable, I believe, with that Spare the Dying. So you don't need to make saving throws, but you can't do anything at the moment. We move now
Absolutely
to the Wolves at the top of the initiative order. There's no combatants nearby. They're not going to fight someone, but I'm going to say that limping on his single hit point, Dogcliff moves over to Wodun and starts trying to lick your face to try and make you conscious again.
Can we get a salve
works.
for Dogcliff?
Don't know. That means, Svieta, it's your turn. Death saving throw for me. You're dying again.
I don't know if I should. I'm clearly less important than a dog.
Oh my god! That's not true.
Okay, I'll try this die out. That's a nat 1.
Oh, that's
Oh,
two
that's
failures
two
on the
fails.
death saving throw.
I'm coming.
Okay, so you're very close to death then. Not good. That means it's going to be the blue bandit's turn, who's going to use his action to rouse the red bandit.
Is there a rouse action?
It's just the action
the
for...
sleep spell describes using your action to rouse the person.
Oh,
affected by
okay.
the
Somebody else can use their action to wake them up. Okay.
Correct.
God, that sleep spell's drained a lot of resources from him.
spell.
I reckon.
The sleep spell is one of my favorite first level spells.
It's a great first level spell, but it's
No
so...
saving throw, no concentration.
You just have to hit the amount of hit points. That's the big
Exactly.
thing. And obviously, the big guy had a lot of hit points to spare. He's going to rouse him, and he's going to be like, Samuel's had it. We're out of here. And he just starts legging it in the opposite direction. You get an attack of opportunity if you'd like to use so.
I don't think we've talked about attacks of opportunity. Have we?
Yeah, okay, so we'll use this time. So in D&D, every creature or player threatens the space around them within 5 feet, or if they have got a reach weapon, they threaten a little bit longer.
or if they're bigger.
Or if they're bigger. But in general, it's the 5 feet squares around you. Now, you can move within that range all you like. You can circle people without any particular problem, unless there's special feats in play or anything like that. But if people leave that range as part of their movement, and they don't specifically withdraw with their action, then you can attack them with an attack of opportunity as your reaction. So it consumes your reaction, and you get to make a single attack against them.
As they run away.
This gentleman used his action to rouse, and he's just going to run with his movement, so you do get the attack of opportunity if you would like to take it.
Carnelian will take it.
Okay, roll to hit.
No advantage, but that is cocked. 13.
13 is enough to hit him, yes.
6 points.
6 points, but not enough to take him down, so he's just going to move.
Probably GT.
I'm going to say he's moving basically to the edge of the map. I mean, yes. He's going to move right to the edge of the map. Okay, then it's Horatio, your turn.
Okay.
So Wodun is stable, but Svieta is.
I just want to explain something to the listeners. I don't think I did last time when I was annoyed at using my healer's kit. So as part of my healer's kit, I can only heal. I think just as a reminder, I think we've spoken about it, but I can only use the healer's kit to heal someone once every short rest. So, well, I can heal multiple people, but I can only heal each of them once using the kit. And that's where I messed up, because I'd already healed Wodun.
Mm-hmm.
So this time I'm going to run, well, not even run, cool as you like, over
Oh,
it
you
comes.
just lackadaisy Sveta's life.
Oh my god.
This woman's almost dead.
She's hysterical.
What did you say?
She's hysterical.
Oh my god.
I would like to point out she's unconscious.
Regardless, she's hysterical.
I mean, that is the typical doctor response.
She's got
true.
ghost in her blood.
It is medieval doctors. So yeah.
No.
Sure.
No.
Yes, he identifies that
He
she's in
immediately
trouble.
comes over without panicking, is what I was trying to get
Yeah,
across.
coolly, he calmly comes over to assess the
Are you
situation.
sure you're hurt?
On a scale of
Show
1
you
to
this
10, what
bloody
would you rate your
wound.
pain? And you just hear this,
Yeah.
Lungs filling up with blood.
I should do something about that.
and so you would like to use your healer's kit then to heal Svieta, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you can roll for that one. I think we've said that's d6 plus 4.
It is indeed. That's a 6 plus 4 is 10.
10 hit points.
Oh, max health.
Jeez.
All right.
I mean, you shouldn't know that.
Shh. Kind of know it now.
You don't know.
Feeling quite fresh now.
Okay. Good to go. Good to fight another Samuel.
Nah, my feelies are too hurt.
Oh,
I'm gonna have a nap.
no! And you would now like to use another thing, because that was your action, yes?
Yes.
And you'd like to use, I would assume, Healing Word on Wodun.
I've run out of spell slots.
Oh, okay.
I've only got 2. I believe I used 2 healing words last.
I have.
No, you
a
used to spare the
healing
dying and Healing
Spare the
Word.
dying.
So you
I
should have
didn't
one
do.
left.
I did indeed.
I attempted to put 2 people to sleep.
You did.
Which
And
is
you got one person to
I
sleep.
did get one of
Right.
those.
Which is big.
It was.
E.
Oh,
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Where is
Trying
it?
to communicate.
Is it
I know it.
D4 plus 3, wasn't it, or something like that? So 7 hit points, because you
Hang
max
on.
out?
Oh, because it's a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Yeah, healing word. Yep, because you're on 0, it's max on the dice, so it's 7 points of healing.
Okay, Wodun, you've got 7 hit points.
Woo!
You guys are both conscious but prone, but feeling a lot better. Anything else you'd like to do? I think you've used your movement. You've got a bit left over.
No, I'll stay there.
Okay. Samuel's down and out. Number red is going to also. He's going to use half his movement to sit up.
Colour 3.
Realize that Samuel's down and his friend's legging it, and he's going to use half his movement to stand, and then the other half to move, and then he's going to use his action to also just flee.
And Carnelian has no reaction,
No
so we have to
reaction.
make the opportunity attack.
So I'm going to say he flees
One
the map,
reaction
and this
per
can
turn.
no longer be, if that's okay with you guys.
That is fine.
All right. Carnelian, it's your turn if you'd like to give chase, or if you want to let
no,
them go.
Carnelian will not give chase. His primary goal was just to stop them firing with
Okay.
crossbows at injured friends.
In that case, what I will say is that we will end the encounter there.
Is it my
You
go?
guys
When's
successful?
my go?
Never.
No, it's not your turn. Well, yes, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. If you would like to... There's only one guy fleeing at the moment.
I'm aware.
Okay?
I'm going to move
So you half your movement to stand up.
towards... Oh, yeah, okay. So, can I still get towards him? What's that? Is that 10? Does that move?
Haven't moved
Nothing's
anything.
moving.
What do you like to do?
Oh,
That's
There it
it.
goes.
Okay.
Yes, you can get to
So I'm
that.
going to move towards him.
Yep.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, let's see. I would say that's a pretty clear shot. I would say that the center of those trees are probably around there. So yeah, you've got a clear shot.
Oh, yeah.
16.
16's a hit.
Only 2.
Didn't realize how bloodthirsty you would be.
Fucking hurt my beak.
They-
Cliff. No, man.
Dangerous.
What is he?
They
My dog
attacked
cliff?
us. It's just bloodthirst.
Okay, so that is 7
So it was
points.
D8, wasn't it? Or
It's a D10 plus I have the. Oh no, the hex wasn't on him. Shit,
No, it
never
wasn't,
mind. Okay,
yeah.
so it was just
I
2.
believe you lost your concentration on the hex when you went
Correct.
down.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true. Yep.
so how much was it?
2 points.
2 points is just enough.
Nice.
To kill him. So as he's fleeing, he's no, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Bah! This blast comes and impacts on his back and just.
I have a question. What is the does Eldritch Blast require like material component or like what are the?
It just says verbal somatic. That's it.
Yeah.
So for D&D spells, for those who are unaware, all spells have verbal, material, and somatic components. Verbal being words that you say when you cast the spell, material being a foci or like a gemstone or some other.
For example,
physical object.
The petrified eye of a newt,
Yeah.
which I learnt.
That may or
Use
may,
hex.
sometimes is consumed by casting the spell, and other times is just kept around to cast it further. And the somatic components are the hand motions that you make when
To
you
make the spell
cast
happen.
the spell. So in this case, Eldritch Blast, he would have to say something and point at the person who he is zapping.
Or some sort of action. Most of the time as well, material components can be sort of... you can use something like a focus or a
Material
or a
component
holy
pouch.
symbol or something else can be used in place of them unless there is a specific value. So we'll get into that a little bit more deeper if we come into valued material components. But yes, spells have a combination of those three things.
Not always all three, yeah.
Not always all three. Sometimes just verbal, sometimes just somatic. But I will say now, finally, we are out of combat. Successfully. We have Dogcliff, who's limping behind. I'm just going to put him over here
I
on
run
the
to
map.
Dogcliff.
You okay, boy? Okay.
Give me a sound, quick!
Carnelian would like to go examine the body that was felled over by the tree.
Okay. So yeah, post-battle, so you guys want to just to sort of investigate the bodies in general, or...
Yeah, I'll come over to Wodun and Dogcliff.
Okay.
Did you actually call out, give this dog a salve?
Yep.
I'll give him a salve.
Okay, you can heal Dogcliff, yes, I'll allow it.
So do you want me to roll for it?
Yes, because
Okay.
he has hit points.
Yep. Damn it. 6 points of healing for Dogcliff.
6 points of healing puts him on 7.
Gets all stuck in his fur. But it's
Okay, so Carnelian wants to search the body. On the bandit, you find some leather armor. It's just all that he's wearing. Obviously, some warm weather gear as well. He has a scimitar and a light crossbow. I'm going to say he's got 7 bolts left for that light crossbow. And he's got... I'm going to say just 2 silver and 4 copper. Doesn't have much on him.
Carnelian will take the coin, but will also grab the crossbow.
Light crossbow, yep.
Are any of them wearing armor?
Yeah, so there's leather armor on the gentleman that Carnelian is looking at. Is anyone looking at the captain as well, or is
Yep.
Svieta, is there something you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit up really slowly.
Yep, you've just been knocked around.
Yeah, quite a few times.
knocked out twice.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
Nice.
brutal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to the captain's body
Yep.
and grab both his arms and drag him to the woods
Oh,
shit.
okay,
Oh, wow.
over.
Jesus.
I'm curious.
okay. So you're going to drag
Just
his
drag
body.
him up the road into the like over here, deep over here,
Okay.
to like this tree. If you can see where I'm pinging.
yeah.
Let
Top
me
left.
just zoom out. So can you ping it
Top
again
left.
for me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, I see it. Okay.
And
Could you just ping for the viewers again? Sorry?
Sorry. Here we go. Up here.
Ping. Oh, yeah, you're over there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely drag him out that way.
Yeah. Not even searching his body. I'm just going to slowly drag him away.
Okay. I will say that as Wodun and Horacio are sort of tending to Dogcliff, you guys look up and you just see Svieta just
watch her
dragging
drag, yeah.
him away.
Just watch her drag and just to keep an eye where she's taking him.
The dogs are all excited. They're all whoop, whoop, whoop. And
I'm still in bestial form as
Yep.
well, by the way.
absolutely. I don't think that getting knocked out would have knocked you out
No.
of the bestial form.
Only when you die.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a minute has passed.
Yeah. I would say you've got enough to, like, while you're dragging him away. It'll probably fade once you've got him there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I would say if any listener just thought, only a minute, turns in D&D only last 6 seconds.
Correct.
So it's pretty fast-paced, even though it's turn-based. So that's basically 10 turns.
Yeah.
So it still would be active
Usually,
for a little bit.
Unless there's some pretty long-rounded combats, that's enough to last you for a single combat, generally. You got a bit of time left over. We went through about 3 or 4 rounds, I think. So, yeah, I'll let that happen.
Awesome.
While you're doing that, Carnelian, is there anything else you'd like to do? Or Wodun and Horacio?
Just applying the salve, I suppose.
Carnelian will head back to the fire.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of see if I can keep an eye on Svieta to see what she's doing.
Okay. So you're just people just
from a distance, kind
Just
of like
Svieta
peering.
Sveta, what would you like to do? I'm going to say you can make it now to that tree if you'd like to drag him.
Yeah.
I will drag his body along with you if you would like to move your pawn.
We'll
Probably doesn't matter too much here.
drag him to here. And
Yep.
if he can just be put, like, in the tree itself.
Sure.
Just
So
at
can you
base.
describe what you're doing? I think a few people are watching you here.
So, what I'm doing is pulling the body. I assume it's a bigger
He's a big dude, yeah.
bigger guy.
Big, gruff.
I've got a bit of strength. I'm dragging him through the snow in like an extremely aggressive fashion. Like I'm absolutely livid.
He's like storming off. Like,
Yeah,
stomp,
just
stomp,
absolutely
stomp.
This
furious.
Just going through drifts of high snow.
It's like
Just
ears back, just
yeah. Just barging your way through the snow parts on either side as you get to this tree.
Is
Yep.
your tail down between your legs?
just yeah, it's all puffed.
It's all puffed.
It's all
Yeah.
puffed
It's
up.
up. It's up because tabbling your legs
Yeah.
would be scared.
scared.
And like
Yeah.
swishing back and forth.
Yeah, that's an annoyed cat right there.
That's an angry cat right there.
I'm gonna like manipulate his body and like shove him into the like in the base of the tree.
So I'm going to say that what you have to do that would be to start digging out the
Yeah,
snow
like
and a little bit of the dirt around. So you're just starting to dig the snow, just piling it out. So you guys are watching this.
Yeah, as she's doing that, I'm going to start walking sort of join Wodun and just watch, and then I'm actually going to keep approaching as well.
Okay. I will say you can start doing that. Wodun and Carnelian, anything you'd like to do?
Carnelian will sheath his weapon, then pull out his violin,
Okay.
and promptly try to ignore what Svieta is doing.
Probably for the best.
Start to play
Okay. Something maybe sad, something upbeat, something...
something up. Yeah, let's go upbeat.
Okay.
Something that is
Bit of Vivaldi. Da 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 da.
Let's
da, 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 da,
let's
da, da, da.
break out the Final Fantasy victory theme.
Oh, okay.
No, we'll get sued by Square Enix. I don't want that.
Even mentioning
I
it.
wouldn't say.
We'll break out the legally distinct version.
The somewhat similar but
What
distinct
if you
version.
sing it?
Da
What's
da da
the-
da 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 da.
We're done.
That's it.
Gotta cut that.
You guys get the idea. No, I didn't go.
That's
I
on
didn't go
you.
long enough for it to be a copyright
It's gonna be
strike.
6 seconds.
Yeah,
I believe.
exactly.
And can
One
we,
round.
while we're searching bodies, can we have the?
So what I'll say is that Horatio, you can't search bodies at the moment because you're approaching Svieta. There is one more body for you guys to search to the north.
joke.
If anyone else would like to.
I'm not searching any bodies.
But I think that Carnelian is playing. I'm going to move Dogcliff behind her.
Oh, yeah, the
Wodun.
one that was absolutely
Makes
ripped
sense.
to shreds by the dogs.
Yeah. Wodun, is there anything you'd like to do here?
No.
Okay. Svieta, I would say that you sort of, like, are you focused on what you're doing, like, very intently? You don't even notice that Horatio is sort of approaching from behind.
What do I see at this stage?
I'll hand it over.
You're seeing just with my paws now, just digging piles to make like a divot within the roots of this tree, just to like encase this body, like suit him into like nestle him into the base of the tree, like at the roots.
So you're kind of like digging out a little, almost like a little depression in between the roots for him to be put in.
Yep.
Okay.
And I
As you're doing that, I will continue to approach, and I will, not aggressively, but I will, like, I suppose gently say, God, what do I sound like?
You weren't expecting to talk in this
A
episode.
little bit deeper, I imagine. Svieta, what is it that you're doing? Is everything okay?
I was gonna also mention I was just muttering in a language that you would not understand.
Was there a lot of hissing as well?
No, it's more melodic. It's aggressively melodic, but
Just death metal.
some screamo. Oh, we didn't know how to do screamo. They're cool.
That Agretzko.
Yeah.
God.
Let's go.
Let's not derail further.
I'll explain after the recording.
Thanks.
Yeah, so but it's melodic. It's like it's purposeful. You'd say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even look up at you. Continue making my divot, but stop speaking how I was, and say, "Your healing nearly got me killed, and
My
I do
healing?
not appreciate that."
I'll just take a deep breath and say, my healing stopped you from dying. Would you... I'm American, by the way. My healing stopped you from dying. Would you have preferred that?
Well, I nearly died again, and then everyone abandoned me by a corpse. This corpse belongs to nature. I'm going to deliver him to the trees.
Very well. I will leave you to your ritual.
Yes.
I'll walk away.
Okay.
Give her a moment.
Continue, and then just like shove the body right against the tree.
Do you even cover it up, or you just leave it
No,
as
just
is?
leave it like that, and
Leave
then
it as
stand
is.
and watch him for a bit, and then
Okay.
come back.
All right. I'm going to say to move through. So you do that. You finish what you're doing, and the body is now sort of wedged in between these roots and against this tree, and it looks like almost like that's where someone almost sat in a way, like they'd just come here, sat down, and died in the roots of the tree. But if not for the bloody slash and puncture marks that might, otherwise indicate. And you stand there for a minute and you listen out, and you just hear this. You got the night, the endless sort of night out ahead of you. The whistlings of the wind through the trees, or the rustling. It's not heavy. It's not sinister, but it's just soft and gentle. And then after a while, you can return to the party if you'd like.
Yeah, well, return and just sit in between a couple of the dogs here.
Okay. I'm going to say then...
Sorry, as she comes back, can I just watch her?
Yeah, you can.
Come back. What do I see?
What is?
You see a normal Svieta, the cat. Very, neutral face. Way more calm than before, but not looking at any of you.
Okay. I'm just going to keep an eye on her. I'm going to say anything.
Okay. I'm going to say that will take us then through the night. You're able to set watch if you'd like to. Nothing else happens that evening. Sometimes in the distance you can hear the yips and yowls of winter wolves, some other creatures moving through the brush, but it's otherwise fairly quiet and uneventful. You're all able to get a full night's rest as the early morning light breaks over the dale. What do you do to prepare? Is there anything you'd like to do to prepare for the day, or would you like to just set out?
You know what? I'm going to take the opportunity for a week away to maybe prepare for the day.
Okay.
If you get my drift.
Okay.
Can someone grab some sticks, some kindling?
I'll set out at early dawn
Okay.
and collect some wood.
Yes. I'm going to go with her.
Okay.
We might not be so lucky next time we're caught. Next time we're caught in a blizzard, we probably want to be able to start a fire.
That's fair
Yeah.
enough. I will allow you to do any kind of mundane sort of check, or any sort of foraging you like to do in the morning. If there's anything more involved than getting, say, sticks or anything, is there anything you say to anyone while you're out there looking?
Just for clarity, I'm basically going with you and just collecting sticks with you. I'm not saying anything.
Okay. I'm going to say that you can happily do that if you'd like to describe anything further, or if you would like to leave it at that.
Yeah. Can I ask? Are you?
Are you asking me? Or me?
I'm asking you.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
No. So I'm asking Tip. your guy,
Your dude.
Jeff, I think.
Horatio. Okay, so Horatio knows I'm only collecting wood from the ground,
So you're
through
not
the
snapping
snow.
any.
Not taking any of them
Can
off
I
the
roll a
trees.
perception check to see if I notice this?
I'm going to say you don't need a perception check necessarily.
I've got that big brain energy.
That's enough. Yeah, like if you've told me you're watching her.
Schmats.
I'm going to say, what's your intelligence score?
It's off the charts.
Yeah.
People say
As high as
it
Wodun's
can't
strength.
be, so I'm reluctant to say what it is out of fear of being ridiculed.
Is there any negatives to it? Is what I'll say.
My intelligence is. It gives me a bonus.
Okay. Without going
Gives me
further,
a
I would say that's enough. I'll say that's enough. So you said you were watching Svieta closely,
Yeah.
and I'd say that it's a pattern enough. Like you can see she's ignoring any of the limbs of the trees that are around her. She's only picking up dead wood.
Good. I'll do the same. I'm not going to touch trees.
Okay.
It probably takes me twice as long, but I'll make the effort.
And you get half the amount of wood.
Damn it!
Okay. But in silence, you both go out early morning to pick up some dead wood.
Yeah.
Camp can be packed up. Anything else anyone wants to do before we start the day?
Carnelian will mostly focus with getting that pissing out of the creek.
That pit needs
Just
deep. That's a deep pit.
Just like try to like run some rope through it and like tug.
Wodun, anything you'd like to do?
No more beef cliffing.
No more
beef.
I'm standing there watching Carnelian do this, but I'm kind of just still amped from the battle.
Yeah, like you've had a
Last
night's
night.
sleep, but it's still fresh in your mind.
Dreaming
Yeah,
of
I'm like
events.
it's like a mix of fury and excitement, and I really enjoyed it.
Being so close to
Oh
death.
man!
Might not be the best sign for your future. That's what you enjoy.
Are you sure you're not a barbarian?
Man, did you hear Horatio? He said that thing about the disco. Like, that was pretty cool. Hey, did you think that was cool? Oh man, should I get a catchphrase?
So, are you talking
Do
to
you have one?
Carnelian?
Do you have a catchphrase?
I feel like he's talking to Dogcliff.
Who are you talking to, Wodun?
I'm talking like at Carnelian,
Okay, yeah.
but I'm kind of just rambling. It's more for me, I
Yeah.
guess. Just
So he's just sort of like just speaking.
verbalizing. Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
Carnelian thinks you should workshop a catchphrase before putting it into use.
Okay. Yeah. I'll practice.
And you should definitely ask the rest of us, like, to rate your catchphrases.
Yeah, good idea. I don't want to just be lame.
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
wanna-
exactly.
If I say it,
Yeah,
like,
it's
I don't want.
exactly.
I
You
don't
wouldn't want to be
want
lame in the middle of a battle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you like.
It's got to be cool.
You absolutely cannot embarrass us, like the team.
Yeah, good call. Good call. I like that. You got some good ideas. Do you have insurance?
Geico Gecko.
Wrong reptile.
Carnelian's not familiar with that word.
When did Carnelian get so woke about catchphrases and what's cool in him?
since I decided to go meta by yelling out, "Hey, Steve Harmon!"
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going a bit
That'll
meta.
do it.
Okay, so while you're trying to dig this pit now the ground, Wodun's just talking a million miles a minute. Horatio and Svieta return with their wood, and you guys can pack up camp. Get the dogs ready. Is everyone just in the same positions they were before? So I would like a handle animal check from Svieta just to get started.
Can I help her in any way?
It's kind of hard to for this sort of activity, I think. Like, it's
Okay.
really one driver. You
Can-
could do other things if you wanted to, but
Can I because I'm quite friendly with
Dog
with
Cliff.
Dogcliff.
yeah.
Does that help in any way? Like having
So
at
if
least
you roll,
one-
I'd like you to roll a handle animal check separately for me, just for shiggles. Svieta, what did you get?
I haven't rolled.
Okay,
I was
let's roll.
listening.
I was just wanting to like assist. I don't want to roll myself.
No, I
Can I-
insist you roll.
Can I actually, if this will change your decision about
Yeah.
that, just passively put Dogcliff at the front as the lead.
The lead dog, yeah, you
Yeah.
can put him at the front.
Wouldn't
proud of
the dogs already have
The dogs kind of have an alpha already, but that's okay.
They would have an established order if
They
they were
would.
like a
But-
team already.
Beefcliff's got cool scars now. Like,
Well, Dogcliff does.
Dogcliff.
Beef
Oh,
Cliff.
sorry. So many cliffs going.
So
I think
roll
a few
me
of us
a
have got
handle
some
animal
crooked
check.
scars already.
Just one.
Just give me the one.
All
Yeah.
right. I tried. Oh yeah, should probably verbalize.
Yeah, I'd like to know. As the DM, I'd love to know what the score was.
It's 16.
16. Can you, Wodun, can you just give me a just a quick handle animal check? Just let me know what it is.
11.
Dogcliff has been a very good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh,
I'm very proud of him.
He's very excited now to be at the front of the pack. He feels like he's the factor leader. He's got this big swelling chest, like he's the old alpha's out. Dogcliff is in.
Dogcliff's in.
With that
Tell your
16,
friends.
Spencer, you can set off.
Alright, I just shake my head amusedly at Wodun and I was like, oh god.
That's good.
I go to the front.
And so you guys set off on the road. It is again, that sort of morning that just hangs around. Even as you're going a couple hours, the light still feels like it's early morning. Eventually, after a few hours and a couple stops...
Should I do a survival check to know if I'm going the right way? Because
No,
I'm still not sure if
We're
I'm
on the
going...
road.
But we got turned around in the blizzard and I wasn't quite sure on my
we did.
survival check.
I'm going to say that because you're on a road and you know the direction of travel, with the light of the sun coming up, you can... I think your passive survival is going to be enough. If you're out in the wilderness, yes, I'd love you to make one, but I think well-established road, you know where the sun's rising, so you know the direction of the road, so you know where you're going.
That makes sense.
I feel like my Wanderer feature, which says I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain.
Yeah, if we were in a more wild setting, I'd get you all to do survival checks and whatnot. This case, I think you guys are well within your right to get there.
It's like a street sign that says next episode this way.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in any case, you guys are following the road. Eventually, after a couple hours, you follow the rocky shore, a rocky shore on the Lac Dineshire, and you can see as you turn the corner the small fortress of the Care that's for which the town is named, jutting up from prominence where it overlooks the lake. And that early morning light in the way to the town, you all feel this sense of accomplishment and drive as you survive the night. As you all level up.
Yeah!
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah!
Oh, good sesh.
As long as we're stealing things, we could at least steal like the World of Warcraft bush. That daddy is a snack.